Welcome back to our Zodiac Spaces series. We are in Sagittarius. This is our second last video of the series, and also this is our last fire sign of the whole zodiac. I have to say, I personally really enjoyed learning about the fire signs. I like the elements that they bring into the space, and we see a lot of the same elements here that we've seen in past fire signs.
Yes, things like triangles, which was the representation of fire. So we've got this nice lamp that has a tripod that brings in the triangular shapes. And then of course we've got this really nice fireplace.
You're going to see a lot of sharper edges, some rectangle shapes, some sharper edges with the Sagittarius. I like the overall space in here because we've mixed in some other shapes to go with it to complement it.
Right, I think that like just kind of entails into the Sagittarius because they're a very eclectic style, okay? So they, and it's kind of about their personality. So one thing that we read, and we know some Sagittarius, so we're kind of like, oh, this makes sense, but they're non-committal. So that's why they're like, let's bring in all these different styles. They can have some boho, some modern, some farmhouse, and bring it all together. And she's really done a great job in this space in doing those things.
It's such an interesting space because you have all these different elements going on.
And even color too, right? So
Yes.
like the fire sign, we think of reds, oranges, yellows, and that's represented very clearly in this rug. Also the lighting, I think there's more lighting in this fire space than previous ones.
Yeah, Sagittarius like a lot of light. So I love this lamp where that LED is like in the middle of it.
It's like a double light feature.
That's super cool. Another thing that's interesting is the layout of this space is something that we haven't done yet, right? It's more of a conversational, like entertaining area, and then it leads right into like an outdoor space. So that's a Sagittarius as well. They are the life of the party. They love to entertain, and it kind of makes sense for the Sagittarians I know.
Right, and they're also outdoorsy, right?
Yes.
So having the flex space of the patio and then also the artwork too on the wall is very outdoorsy, right?
It's outdoorsy, and go ahead.
Well, I was going to say, you think about, because they're travelers, right?
Yes.
So I can imagine who this person is. They've traveled, this could easily be an African safari up in the upper left. We have the beach, we have the mountains, all those fun spaces that, you're accumulating as your travels. They're researchers, right? They're studiers. Yeah. So I love, this is an even numbered space because a lot of times we have 2 pairs, we have 3 pairs, so really interesting.
Right, they're adventurers. And then I also read that, so because they're non-committal, they're adventurers, you're not gonna have a theme of their decor either, of the things that they collect. You're gonna see things that they've collected along the way and their adventures, and this space is 100% that. Like, I love these cameras, like I love to go out and take pictures of things, but also like this elephant and then this tusk and the globe.
Yeah, in the travel books.
Yes.
Nepal and Italy.
Yes, exactly.
Very fitting.
Hey, I've been there.
Are those your books?
They're not.
They could be though.
Yes. So I read that their home is unpredictable, like the sign itself. So again, going back to that non-committal, and we see that here with a lot of mixture of textures too. So eclectic textures. We've got this like faux suede and this chunky cord, bringing the softness in. I think I'm gonna just take a seat right here.
Great idea.
This smooth marble, faux marble texture as well.
Yep, I love that lamp on the bookcase. That also kind of reminds me of their planet, which is Jupiter.
Oh, right.
Just of the color tones in that. I feel like it's represented well.
And the rug really has pulled all the colors, the richness, the texture, the shapes, because you have some striations, you have some angles in here. So it kind of really grounds and centers the whole space.
And also this fireplace is kind of the opposite of the texture, right? It's cleaner, has the glass top, it's a little more sleek.
Yeah, really represents the Sagittarius really well. You know, super eclectic, fun, almost like the space is curated with their life.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's really interesting.
I also like what they've done here and put 2 bookshelves together to make this just a statement piece.
Yes, it's really nice.
Yeah.
And I will point out this, our Sagittarius person who inspired the space, his name is Josh. So he's represented. There's a Josh book. That's fun. So I think the space has really represented a Sagittarius well. We see the spontaneous, the adventurous spirit in here, as well as all the fire elements that we've seen in the past. We have one last sign, which is Capricorn. So you'll be seeing us next month to wrap up the year of our Zodiac space. We hope you enjoyed this video. As always, you can find everything in the space and more at afw.com or in store.
Happy birthday, Sagittarius.